All right, good morning. Yes, I'm back just for the day. Bill Gates at NAU, and so much more at the end that I'm going to cover, including the pictures that I've posted in the community page. But let's take a quick look at this before I move on. What does a college dropout like me know about graduation? Yeah, exactly. We'd love to know. Because not much, to be honest, he says. Oh, wow. I can't believe he said the truth. I mean, you got that right, Bill. That's one thing you got right. You don't know a whole lot of anything. So when I had the honor of speaking at Northern Arizona University graduation, I decided to share 5 things. Boy, I can't wait to cover those because I'm sure he came up with those all on his own, right? He should have spoken at a college dropout. Yes, I know we all have something to give and I have something to share, but from him, yeah, not much to be honest. There with a lumberjack. A lumberjack. What things came to your guys' mind when you saw that? If you saw this video at all. I thought of trees. The metaphor of people are kind of like trees. We all talk about, family tree, right? We all mention that. And even how in the Bible there's the wheat and the tares, how they grow up together until the end, and then the reapers come and separate them. The reapers are the angels. Right, so the NAU, by the way, the lumberjack. Very interesting, to see the different characters there in Arizona. Just saying. Or the old symbol they used to use, maybe. But, when I see an axe, it makes me think of Noahide laws, Revelation 20, talking about the beheading. And NAU equals 36. So that says already quite a bit for me. So I'm sure he got chosen to go there. I wish I was told at the graduation I never had. Life isn't one act play. Oh, it's not? So you can go back, you can rewind, you can go and do it again? Really, Bill? You could reinvent yourself or have a second career. Oh, that's right. Because, the Brotherhood will take care of you. They will give you a job. What does the Brotherhood have to say about this? Oh, dream bigger. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Right? They'll help create the person they want you to be. You cannot dream yourself into a character. You must hammer and forge yourself into one. And that's what they do with everything. So seeing that he's there at Nadaba, which means story. Yeah, this is a story. Oh boy, what a story. A theater show's more like it. You're never too smart to be confused. Lean in to what you don't know. That's what we've been doing, leaning in, and we know exactly who you are. Do not follow anyone blindly. Never. Not even me, not anyone. Always research for yourself. And when I see him pulling up, these wheat, it had me again reminding myself of the Bible verse, of the wheat and the tares. Boy, and everyone slept. Even in the Bible it says that while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. And then was answering that later on, saying, you gather up the tares, you root up also the wheat with them. So that's why we haven't been rooted up. But it goes on to say, let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. So time is short, I hope you understand. But we know exactly how these guys work. Number 3, he says gravitate towards work and solve an important problem. Well, I think we've solved the problem. We know and understand exactly who all these club members are and how they work. It's about problem, reaction, solution. They create the problem, right, most of the time, and are ready with people in place for the reaction. And they have already had the plan, the solution, ready for quite some time. So this is why I'm saying a lot of people on YouTube you can't even trust. And don't underestimate the power of friendship. That's exactly right. Affiliates, partners, all of that matter. They do matter. And what they're showing you here with these pictures is how I'm seeing it. As above, so below. They think they are the light. And they think they are the highest brothers. The most valuable people in this world. And there's a close-up, just a little bit of understanding. and understand how all the leaders, even in the kings, are all associated with these clubs. They're kind of like magicians because they're doing everything in the sight of everyone, but yet most don't understand that it's all about them being in this club. And yeah, Bill Gates, we know exactly who he is and how he's obtaining land. And it's not for wheat, it's not for that, it's not even for corn. I mean, seriously, when we see Buffett there with Rothschilds, I mean, we know exactly who they are. And these two are good buddies from a long time back. They've been together for a while. And they've been now building a nuclear power plant. Seriously? I mean, we know exactly. And the Terra, look, I've looked into it already, and yeah, NASA had their own Terra. I even looked at Shabbat, how there is a Terra actually in the Bible, but it's not spelt the same way. It's spelt with an H, right? Terra. It was Abraham's father, and how he understood his father was worshiping idols, and he went and broke them. You can read the whole story, or go back into the Bible and read more about it, but I'm just going to skip past that because I want to keep moving on. I only have a few minutes. Cut yourself some slack, he says, is number 5. Take a break and have some fun. All right. Just do what thou wilt, right? Isn't that the whole law? Right. Just dink it is on his thing. Yeah, I'd like to dink something. Dink something, kind of like how someone got him in the face with a pie. Boy, I'd love to do that, I'm sure some would love to do even worse, but we're going to leave it to God. Congratulations, graduates. Go Lumberjacks. The future is bright for the graduating class of 2023. Really? Especially if they're following, good old Bill. Yeah, my goodness. Because we know how good their propaganda is, right? They love using it. We know they're in the club. He's in the club. We understand that. We know they're this close to having everything work perfectly. They're that close. They've been at this for a long time, and we know he's in the club as well as everyone else. They're all a part of this massive family. I don't need to keep saying it over and over again, but I will, because everyone needs to hear it. And you'll know them by their fruits. That's all I can say. Now, as for my summer job, it hasn't started yet. I've been weaning myself off the news. I honestly wasn't sure when my job was going to start because of all these tests I've been having to take for the summer job. Let me just tell you, but before I get into that, let me share the pictures I've been posting in community page real quick for you. So while I'm on summer break, that's where I'm going to be putting them. We'll see if I have a chance to do what I'm doing today and just covering what I've posted. But let's go over Sanna. She first goes to Poland. She's a part of the Bilderberg meetings. She gets awarded the Helmut Schmidt Award. And then she goes to NYU to get her doctorate. Wow. And how she says, I come from a rainbow family. I wanted to see society where everyone can love whoever they wanted. That's what she said. Do what thou wilt, right, Sanna? All the while in her speech showing the OK sign over and over again. I just wanted to vomit. And then she goes on to say, to change things, you have to take over. Look, I know she's been trained by Klaus Schwab. I know you guys know that too, so I'm just going to keep moving on. There was the G7 with Zelensky there. Wasn't it funny to see how 6 people had the Agenda 2030 pin and how they were all standing in front of, the archways? I'll show a better picture in a second. How the U.S. promised 375 more million, that equaling 15. Look, it's all a big show. We understand that. But them standing in front of these archways, they know exactly what they're doing and what those represent. So I'm just saying. And it makes me sick to see that I had to even post this again. And I'm going to have to do it again one day soon because they keep bringing it up in the news. But they're trying to get the approval and they're on their way. They're already got their little practice runs going with the RSV for fetuses, for babies in their mother's wombs. Because what? They're after the children, right? Like Alice Bailey said, go for the children. Yep, don't bother with the parents. And I hope people don't fall for all the free things and all the scaring tactics, because that's basically what they're doing. We understand that here, and we understand how they're after the children. Every child, even before they're born. They just make me so sick. But we got to keep moving on. this is my second take, and I ran out of time the first time. So the digital dollar, it's coming. It's getting closer all the time. They're launching 5 pilot programs in the States. Look, we're so close here in Finland. I'm surprised we're not already there. But anyway, they say it's a year or two away. So just be prepared. We understand that time is running out. No buying or selling is coming quick. And DeSantis, this whole theater show of him running against Trump, look, and how he was supposed to do it on Twitter and it failed. I find that funny. We just can't forget the things that we find, and we know exactly who these characters are. Look, he was buddy with Trump, and the whole time there with Operation Warp Speed in the beginning. Do not forget, they are in this together, and I wouldn't trust any politician because they're chosen in, not by the people, but by those bosses above them. So needless to say, let's move on. And this one, Tina Turner, I'm sure Mr. E has something out there. I'll leave you his link. I couldn't find anything right at this moment, but we all know she's also in the club. And she's been awarded for it too. And she's showing on this old Rolling Stones, do you see her hand sign? Right. That hand sign, the M hand sign. Look, do I need to say the 3 letters, MTF? That's what I'm thinking, but I'm sure I'm going to leave it to Mr. E. I'm sure he's got something on it, but she's been awarded. We know they're all in the club. I don't need to say, but God knows their hearts, so I really hope for the best, but I have a lot of doubts. But yeah, my first day has not started. I wasn't sure if it was supposed to start right this week, right after these tests, so that's why I'm unsure. So I've been weaning myself off this computer and off this channel. Look, they had me doing urine tests, sitting in a nurse's office for an hour and a half, answering all kinds of questions, testing my sight, checking my weight, my hearing, and then they scared me into thinking that I was going to go through the test on the right. Like they had me, saying, bring towel, bring a change of clothes, you might be sweating. It was nothing like that. It was just a few sit-ups, push-ups, seeing what I can squeeze, a few things. It was very bare minimum. But I really hope this job is worth it for me to go over all of this. That's all I can say. But so I'm taking a break from YouTube, but I just really can use the extra money even just to get a computer since this is going so slow, this thing. But anyway, all I can tell you over and over again is thank you for being here. God bless you. I'll keep you in prayer. I know you're keeping me in prayer as well, and I do appreciate it. But the main important thing is keep reading the Word of God and keep trusting in Him. Keep praying, and just He's going to keep making sure that we are going to be okay as long as we're holding on to Him. That's all I'll say. All right, God bless. I'm probably out of time. Until next time, and it could be a week, it could be a month, I don't know, but I'll keep posting pictures. God bless you guys. Take care and enjoy the summer. Till next time.